Okay, I have another idea. This is concerning my dust extractor. I've looked into the cost of a dust extraction system to go to all my machines. I mean, it gets very, very dusty in here. You can see, the dust. And this is after me cleaning up. But these machines don't make dust that I can't deal with and clean up, quickly or right away. The thing that makes the most dust is when I sit here for hours and days after days after days sanding on a knife, whether it be the handle or the steel. Between the sawdust and the steel dust and the sandpaper dust, everything around here gets covered with dust. So that is all stuff that I am breathing. So what I've decided to do under here, under my bench, is cut a dryer vent and put one of them flapper dryer vent things that close when it's not being used. And I've got an inline HVAC booster fan that I'm going to attach to the wall and blow out the dryer vent. And then I'm going to connect a hose up here, and I'm just going to connect the hose right under here. I may have to make like a funnel or something. And I'm just going to turn it on whenever I'm sanding on a knife right here, and it'll suck all that stuff and blow it right outside. Problem solved very inexpensively. And when I get the booster fan, I'll show you what I got. I'll leave a link. Not now, when I get it. I should have it between the 7th and the 10th. So, problem solved. Or about probably 70% of the problem is solved. I wear a mask when I work on these machines, and that dust settles quickly. I have a vacuum that I clean up, regularly. So, that's not a problem. This has been the problem. And I'll leave a clip. I canceled my my Harbor Freight mill drill. I canceled it. I started having buyer's remorse, and I just could not see spending $700 on a drill press. I am going to replace this drill press, but I'm probably going to buy a Palmgren, maybe a Wen, I don't know. I don't think anything I buy could possibly have run out that is this bad. So that problem is solved. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 knives that I'll be sanding on the handles today. So let me get them apart and get the pins cut and get cleaned up and get to sanding. And I have 2 knives whose handles will be getting epoxied. One is Jeff's, and this is what I had. This is why I take them home and put the True Oil on the nose, because once they're on the steel, you can't do it. Here's Fred's second knife. Don't look pretty. That's cherry. This bird's eye maple. Okay, let me get these cleaned up and ready to be sanded, and then I'm going to epoxy these. Alright, I got 4 shaped. This is one of Fred's dinner skinners. Now I'm going to need to wipe the blades off and get tape on them to protect the blades while I'm sanding the handles. This is Phil's dinner skinner. This is Blake's dinner skinner. Blake's BC Special. Now we got a whole bunch of handwork to do. Before the day is out, I will have these, before I go home, I'll epoxy these on. This is Jeff's and Fred's other blade. Let me get these out the way. Okay. So now I got the these. I probably have these all sanded up by the time the day is out. But right now I'm going to go get me a cup of coffee and drink it and come back and get to work on these. Yeah, coffee tastes much better out of a chrome mug. Not really. I don't know why. I guess I'm very simple-minded and easily amused because I just can't believe this thing shined up so much. You know, I've had this thing probably 10 years or more, and it's been a shop mug. Alrighty, I'm fixing to go to sanding. Man, it is after lunch. I've been working on these 4 all morning, but I have got them to the buffing stage. And I think I may drink another cup of coffee. See, one of the reasons I drink coffee. Okay, first, I love coffee. Second, when I drink coffee, it keeps me from eating. And, you know, you can see the reflection in there. I'm not exactly a skinny fella. And the more I can keep myself from eating, the less likely I will get any fatter than I am now. So I drink coffee a lot of times when I'm hungry. I just drink a cup of coffee and I stop thinking about food. Okay, I got a feeling this is going to be a spectacular handle. I'm really glad that I canceled that mill drill. It's a very expensive tool to do one thing, drill holes. I am going to go ahead and order a drill press from somebody else. I don't know. I haven't decided. I got to do a lot of thinking on that. A friend of mine over in Blanchard, Louisiana, gave me this stabilized wood. He's a blacksmith, bladesmith. He actually forges his out. I do stock removal, and he forges his out. And I went over to his house and visited him, drank some coffee, and he gave me this piece of wood. And if he ever comes over and drinks some of my coffee, I'm going to give him some spalted hackberry. Did I miss that, or is that just in the wood? Huh, I couldn't have missed it. Nah, I couldn't have missed it. I have sanded the crap out of this, so it's got to be just a figure in the wood. Okay, I'm going to make me a cup of coffee, sip on it, think about world events, then forget about it and go to buffing these out. So the next clip you will see are these all tapeless and shiny and clean and buffed out and ready for their sheaths. See you in probably a couple hours, 2.5 hours. Just a minute. Okay. This is Phil's. Boy, did that come out nice. I am going to buy some more of that. It looks synthetic, but it's wood. Okay, need to make a sheath. This is one of Fred's. The other one of Fred's is not stabilized, so I'm using True Oil on it. And I don't have the handles epoxied on yet, but they will be. So Fred, this is one of yours, dinner skinners. Boy, is that wood pretty, huh? Blake, this is your neck knife. That was a neck knife also for Phil. And are you ready for this? I'm absolutely shocked. This is my first time working with synthetic. I'm blown away. Blown away. This is Blake's other knife. And this is my new satin finish, by the way. This is not highly polished, this is satin. And what I do, here's what I do. I sand it up to 800, I heat treat and temper it, and then I sand it down to 600. Basically, I clean it up with 600. And then, when I buff the handle, I buff the blade, and that's what the finish I'm left with, and that's the way I've been doing it recently. It's a satin finish, but it's still a real pretty finish, you know. It doesn't take but just a minute or two to put that on the buffer. So here we are. This is a hybrid. It's I don't know, it's some kind of burl, I don't know the wood, and a resin, a synthetic resin. I am just blown away. This is some truly beautiful stuff, and I will be ordering more of it. Can you imagine if I had highly polished this blade, how pretty that would look? Oh, Lordy. Okay. So, Blake, you're done. You need sheaths. Your other one I should have done tomorrow, Fred. And Phil, you need a sheath. So that's 2 neck knife Kydex sheaths I need to make. And I have Jeff's dinner skinner, Jeff Bacon, his dinner skinner, and Fred's other dinner skinner to do, and I'll have them done tomorrow. So right now I'm going to stop what I'm doing. I'm going to go and epoxy the 2 handles onto the last 2 dinner skinners, and one more shot. Still, I mean, it's still going to be a lot prettier because it has buffing dust on it and a little bit of grease and some fingerprints. And the last thing I do is I put my wax on it. It's what the heck's the name of it? It's like 25 bucks for a small jar of it. Renaissance. It's called Renaissance. And I don't even ship these oiled anymore. What I do is put a good coat of wax on them, buff them out by hand, you know, with a rag, rub the wax off, and then put them in the sheath and mail it to you, and it'll be up to you to either oil it or keep it waxed, whatever you like. Sexy blade, man. Jeez.